Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Thanks to those that are coming in on time. Good afternoon. We'll give it a couple minutes for us to get started. But thanks for coming in. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Gariga, Madrad. Thanks for typing in the comments there. Hello, everyone. For those joining in, if you want to write in the chat, you know where you're coming from. I'm from Milton, Ontario. Marina, Richmond Hill, Ontario. Amazing. Hassan, thanks for coming in. We've got some from Ottawa and Vaughan. Welcome, welcome. We're probably going to start at about 2:03, just to let more people come in. We've got Richmond Hill, Toronto, Megan from Halliburton, David from Ancaster, Perry Sound, Larry. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Get comfortable. We're going to get started very shortly, but thanks for coming in. I'm just making sure our Facebook Live is working, and it looks like we are. Perfect. Shannon, I see you're joining in from Facebook Live. You're from Barrie. Welcome. Amazing. Again, good afternoon, everyone. We're going to give it one more minute, and then we'll get started. One more minute. Again, for those just joining in, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you are viewing this Zoom from. We've got a lot of people from Vaughan, Toronto, Perry Sound, Ottawa. Ferris is from Mississauga. Amazing. In our Facebook Live, we got Harpreet from Ottawa as well. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Sudbury, Guelph, St. John's. Thanks so much. It's nice to see, and it's nice that we're able to do this and have people from all over be able to join in. Perfect. And we will get started now. Perfect. So it's 2:03. And again, I do want to make sure I respect everyone's time. So we will get started. And I want to make sure we are recording this session. Perfect. Perfect. So hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining in on today's quick start for the introduction to RE/MAX technology and tools for Canada. My name is Kevin Vinzon. I'm the brand education manager for RE/MAX Integra for Ontario Atlantic, Canada. So like I said, today will be a quick start, 1 hour power session, just introducing you to the technology and tools. For those who are new to RE/MAX, welcome to the RE/MAX team. Welcome to the RE/MAX family. We are so happy to have you join us. And for those that have been with RE/MAX for a while and just needed a refresher on the tools, of course, welcome to you as well. But thanks for joining in today. Again, we've got our Zoom training session happening here. And of course, we've got our Facebook Live as well happening as well. So welcome everyone joining in from these two different platforms. And we'll get started. At any point, if you do have any questions, I will be monitoring the Zoom Q&A chat box. So feel free and ask any questions as we go along today's quick start session. I will answer as many questions as I can. If I don't have the answer, I will make sure I get your name down. I do have your emails if you registered, so I will get your names down with your question so I can reach out to you directly after the training session once I get that answer for you. So I do apologize if I can't answer your question live. So this is our agenda for today. We will be going through Max Center and Launchpad. We will be discussing those single sign-on centers. These are the portals to access all of your apps through Remax. We've got Remax Referrals. That is our Remax referral network system that is available within the entire Remax network, globally, of course. Remax University, of course, that is your vast library for training resources. We're going to go through an overview of how to navigate that page. Then we will go through Leadstreet. Leadstreet is your CRM program. That's your customer relationship management program to manage all of your contacts and all of your leads. And then we're going to go through setting up Design Center to make sure you start receiving beautiful branded marketing packages for your listings. At the end, I will make sure you know where to go for support if ever you have any issues or concerns. I want to make sure that even after the session, you feel comfortable navigating these tools, but also you know where to go if you do have any issues or questions. Amazing. So before we go live into the systems, because I will be going in live, these are the 3 tasks that we want to ensure we hit at the bare minimum. So at the bare minimum, we want to make sure you have 3 profiles set up, and that's your Max Center profile, your Leadstreet, and your Design Center profile. And again, as we go through these, I will talk about why it's important to have each of these profiles set up for your tools. So before we go before we go live, I do want to speak about the differences between Max Center and Launchpad. Now, for those of you who have been with Remax for a while now, you may be familiar with Launchpad already. Now, long story short, Launchpad was managed and is developed by our Remax Integra team, where Max Center is managed and developed by our Remax LLC team, of course, in the States. Now, the goal is for one day for these to transition into one. So I highly recommend and encourage for you to start to get comfortable with using Max Center. Most of everything that you need will be in Max Center, accessible there already. However, again, the 2 of these do exist right now. So if you are still comfortable with Launchpad, feel free to use that. But again, it's just a recommendation, and I encourage you to start to get used to Max Center as well. And again, I'm going to speak to the importance of why your Max Center profile is significant. So at this point, we will go live into our systems. And again, at any point, use a Q&A box. If you do have any questions, I will answer as many questions as I can. But we're going to log into our Max Center. So to access Max Center, you're going to go through remax.net. Now I'm going to make sure I log out here so you can see what the login page looks like. So this is what you're going to be brought to. Now, again, Max Center, this is your single sign-on center to access all of your apps available through Remax. It makes it much easier for you, so you only have to sign in once to access all of your apps. Now, when you first joined Remax, you would have received an email to register for your Max Center account, and yours will be an @remax.net email. Now, mine is a little bit different, but again, yours will be @remax.net. If you've just forgotten your password, all you need to do is click Forgot Password so you can send yourself a link to reset it. But if you actually have issues accessing your account, again, at the end of this session, I will make sure you know where to go for support if you need it. So we're going to log in, and this is going to be your homepage for Max Center. So again, this is your intranet portal to access all of your apps. So on the left-hand side, you're going to click Apps, and you're going to be brought to all of these apps that you can click on and access here. A few things on the homepage, you will see sort of articles and blog posts and any events coming up as well. There's a lot of R4 content here for the event that we just had. So if you were a part of that, you will also see those articles being posted here. Of course, you've got a news and resources section on the left-hand side as well, with a bunch of different categories for you to go through on Max Center. So the first step, we want to make sure you have your Max Center profile set up. Now, why is that? Your Max Center profile is your profile that is displayed on the Remax referral network for the entire network, of course, within Remax globally for them to see about you. This is, of course, when an agent or vice versa, you want to send a referral to another agent. Your Max Center profile is what is displayed on the Remax referral network. So in terms of setting that up, you're going to click on the icon on the top right-hand side and click Update Profile. Then you're going to be brought over to this page. Now, before we go deep into these settings, I just want to pull up the slide one more time because I'm not an agent. I don't have all of the settings that you would, but this is what you would see. Now, general info, that's where you can change your preferred or display name that shows up on your profile. Contact info, we're going to be talking to the brand email. That's where you can fill in your social media and websites and your phone number. Photo, of course, that's where you can upload your photo to be displayed on the Remax referral network. Professional details, that's where you can add your specialties and your service area information. Now, service area information is important for you to have in your profile because when someone is searching in the referral network by location, you want to make sure you show up within those service areas. And again, I'm going to show you what that looks like when someone is searching by location. Next is personal details. That's your biography, education, languages. Again, I will ensure that I talk about why those are important to have filled in for your profile. And the last one is awards. Now, awards, that's pre-populated. Within the Remax network, there is an award system that's based on gross commission that will automatically be displayed on your profile when you reach those award levels. Perfect. So we're going to go back live. And we're going to dive deep into a few of these settings. So profile overview. One thing I want to highlight here, under your name, you're going to see Remax ID. Now, this may be needed for some tools as you're getting used to more of these Remax tools and technology. One specific one is called Photify. Photify is an app that you can download on your phone to access Remax branded templates on the go. So it's easy to create this content even on your mobile device. Again, super high quality templates that you're able to use that, again, are all Remax branded. But in order to access those Remax branded templates on Photify, you will have to enter in your Remax ID. So just as long as you know where to go, if ever a tool or technology asks for your Remax ID, just remember that it's in your Max Center profile. Next, we've got general info. Now, general info, if you need to make any edits here, just click on the edit buttons on the right-hand side, make any changes that you need to. And of course, you want to make sure you're hitting save anytime you are editing these fields. But in this section here under the name, you will see that's where you can put your preferred or nickname to be displayed on your profile. Next is the contact info. Very self-explanatory here. Web and social media sites, if you need to add any of these to be displayed on your profile, click add any of those URLs there. It's important to have your social media sites in your profile if you have them, because it gives a chance for other agents within the network to connect with you, right? So it's very important to have that on your profile if you have social media sites already set up for your personal and, of course, your business. Now, under emails, you're going to notice the remax.net email. Again, this was the email that you use to log into Max Center. The importance of this is actually you can use this for your public profiles and your social media. If you'd like, of course, to have an email that has that Remax brand in it, feel free to use this. Now, how this works is that there's actually no inbox or email inbox attached to the @remax.net. What happens is if someone emails you on that @remax.net email, that email will automatically be forwarded over to your ISP email. So you want to make sure that your ISP email is your primary email, the inbox that you check on a regular basis. Because again, if you are looking to use this @remax.net email for your email signatures, your public profiles, you want to make sure it's being forwarded over to an email that you check regularly. So if you need to change that, again, click edit. Any changes that you make sure you click save there. And for phone number, again, you want to make sure that agents are able to see your phone number on your profile so that they can contact you. Next is the photo. Here, high resolution photo recommended. At the bare minimum, have a high resolution photo so that it's displayed beautifully on your profile. A lot of smartphones nowadays take great selfies, so even being able to do that is great. Even better, if you've got a headshot, if you've got a professional headshot, feel free to use that in this section here as well. You're going to see an upload button there so that you can choose that image to use for your profile. And lastly, personal details. Again, this is your biography. This is your personal information, your hobbies or languages. For your bio, have this filled out. Take the time to fill out some information about your personal life, your professional history, because this is what other agents within the network will see about you, right? Think about your profile as sort of your elevator pitch for other agents to send those referrals. So you want to make sure you're letting them get to know you when they view your profile there. And for something like languages, that's also important because what I'm going to show you next in the RE/MAX referral network, when you're searching for agents, you can actually be specific about certain criteria. So if your client is looking for an agent that speaks another language, you can actually filter that in so that the agents that populate within that search are only of, again, if you have that language set up in your profile. So again, be as detailed as you can, fill out as much as you can here to put your best foot forward on the RE/MAX referral network. So that's setting up your Max Center profile. So now we're going to dive into what the RE/MAX referral network looks like. So again, on Max Center, this is where you're going to go to access all of your apps. So we're going to click on apps on the left-hand side. And just something to note, it may automatically go into the favorite section, but if you need to see all of them, of course, just click all. If you do want to favorite a couple of these, all you need to do is click on the banner icon so that they can show up in your favorites tab. So we're going to go into the RE/MAX referral network, the app right here. And this is what it looks like. So again, the RE/MAX referral network is accessible globally by anyone within the RE/MAX network if they're looking to send a referral, of course. So like I said, you can search by location on the left-hand side. If you already know the person you're referring to, of course, you can just put the name, office, or email there. But if you're really using this platform to look for someone, you're going to search by location. And like I said, in your Max Center profile, as an agent, you'll be able to add in your service area information so that you are populating within these searches. So for example, I'm an agent. I want to look for an agent. Let's say within Niagara Falls, I actually don't service that area. So I need to look for another agent. So I'm going to search there. And here you're going to see an entire list populate of any agents that have Niagara Falls within their service area in their profile. As you can see, as you scroll down, you'll get their name, their office, years of experience, and their profile pictures. And as you can see, there are some profiles here that don't have their images uploaded, right? And again, at this point, for some people, this may be a deal breaker, right? As you're scrolling through, you may not want to choose, or someone may not want to go in a profile if they don't have a profile picture set up. Because, you know, as people, we want to see what we look like, right? So this is something that's important and why you want to have your picture uploaded on your profile. So again, it's just putting your best foot forward for the RE/MAX referral network to start to receive those referrals. So at this point, we're going through the list. Something I want to mention, this is never in alphabetical order. We want to make sure it stays fair and equitable. So it's always random because of course, if you had a first and last name that started with the letter A and you're always at the top of the list, that basically gives you more of a chance to receive those referrals. So this is always in a random order. Now for those filters, like I said, if you click on advanced, this is where you can be more specific about your search. So here you can change, years of experience. You can change awards. So you can even look for agents that have specific awards within the RE/MAX network. And again, like I said, those languages. So if your client is looking for an agent that speaks a specific language, this is where you can actually filter in those languages as well. If ever you add any filters or any advanced options, make sure you click search again so that your list will refresh. And one thing to note as well, you can even do the photos. So if I toggle this, my list will only generate profiles that have a photo uploaded in their profile. So again, very important, fill out your profile as best as you can. So at this point, let's say I want to go with, Joseph, 14 years of experience. I'm going to click on him. I see the awards that he has within the RE/MAX network, his service locations. And again, at this point, I'm probably going to call Joseph to discuss what this looks like, right? During our phone call, we're going to get to know each other, let him know about my clients. And that's most likely when we're going to speak about the referral agreement. If you don't know already, RE/MAX does not charge any referral fees. The referral is really between yourself and the other agent. So that's decided between you two. So at this point, after the phone call, I'm happy with Joseph. I want to send him that referral. And at this point, you're going to go back into the system. And what's great with this referral network and with this referral app is it makes it more streamlined and just much simpler to actually send a referral for. So if you click send referral, this will actually generate a referral form for you already. So very quickly, we're going to click send referral, and it's just going to confirm some information here. So double checking the agent information, click confirm and continue. And of course, a referral agreement between yourself and that agent. That's where you can put referral fee based on listing price, selling price commission, which of course will be a percentage, and flat fee as well. And once you have that here, click continue, client info. The only part that is mandatory is the name of the client. Everything else is sort of nice to knows. Things like time frame to buy or sell, client has been pre-qualified, etc. Once you fill that in, hit continue. Property details, again, not mandatory, but sort of a nice to know. If your client already knows sort of what kind of house they're looking for, what kind of property they're looking for, that's where you can add that in the referral form as well. Hit continue, and any additional details or comments. Think of this referral form as sort of a warm transfer for your client, right? You want to make sure that's as seamless and simple as possible for your client and for the other agent. So provide as much information as you can. Once you finish with that, you're going to click continue, review, and that's where you're going to get a referral form generated that's ready to of course, be shared. And that's RE/MAX Referral Network. Again, at the bare minimum, have your Max Center profile set up so that you are visible on the RE/MAX Referral Network to start to receive those referrals from other people within the network. Now, I don't see any questions in the Q&A box here. Again, at any point, if you do have any questions, feel free to use that Q&A box. I will answer as much as I can throughout today's quick start. So next, we're going to go through RE/MAX University. So again, on the left-hand side, click apps, and we're going to go for the Scholar hat, RE/MAX University there. Now this, again, is a portal. This is a vast library of training resources for your continued learning and growth as a RE/MAX agent. There's a lot of tutorials here. There's a lot of videos as well from people within the RE/MAX network sharing best practices. And I'm going to highlight a few of these and really how to navigate this page the best way. So this is your homepage for RE/MAX University. Something I want to highlight first on the bottom left is you'll see the technology section. So here, we just spoke about Max Center, so I'll click into that. This is where you can sort of get short videos speaking about specific tasks within the tools. So for example, for Max Center, let's say you forgot how to do one thing. Instead of watching an entire training session to fast forward to that one point that it was discussed, it may be here as well. So go through RE/MAX University, and you may be able to find that short video that you need help with. So for example, this is a quick 2-minute video of how to add social media and websites to my profile. So again, these are just those quick hit videos to hit on those specific tasks within the tools. What's great within this technology section, in the time that we're in right now, very, very relevant. There's actually Zoom training. If you're doing a lot of meetings and you're using Zoom a lot more and you're not really familiar with it, we've provided Zoom training on Remax University as well. So again, same idea, short little videos of how to get started with Zoom, how to set up a meeting, webinars, etc. It's a great section again, especially in the time that we're in, because a lot is virtual right now. Now, to navigate Remax University, personally, I find these two ways the best. One is using keywords. So this search bar, you can just type in a keyword here. You'll get a preview of some of the training materials that is relative to that keyword, or you can just hit found, click to see in a page to get all of them viewable there. And again, you'll get multiple pages of those training materials. The other way is if you click watch a video on the left-hand side, it's actually grouped up as well. So if you're looking for, training materials based on buyers, sellers, technology, social media, etc., you can just click on these. And again, same idea. You'll have a generated list for you of everything related to that video category. Now, something I highly recommend in Remax University, two things. One, during R4, they actually announced Coach's Corner. Now, this is a new series they're going to be doing. The first one just got put up there as well. Again, this is to support you in your continued growth as a Remax agent. You'll get videos from industry coaches here as you scroll down, and even network coaches as well. All the videos will be posted here as the series continues, but feel free to access this on Remax University as well. And lastly, the social media portal. Under quick links, you'll see social media portal here. If you are very interested in using social media for your business to really help elevate your business, I highly recommend get started in this section here. One, you'll have access to the Katie Lance videos. If you don't know who Katie Lance is, she is a leading social media consultant exclusively for real estate. Now, she talks about best practices of how to use social media, again, to help elevate your business. Because at the end of the day, a lot of social media, it's free, right? It's a free tool. Everyone can access it 24/7. And it's really about how to utilize this free tool to help support your business. What's also great within this section, you have access to the social media best practices guide. This is an amazing guide to get started with. It goes through rules of engagement, how to increase engagement for your posts on social media. And it breaks down each platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc., and how to use each specifically for real estate just to support you in your business as well. So again, a great portal for you to go through in Remax University. What you'll notice as well is there is a point system. So the more you learn, the more you earn points. You'll also see a leaderboard. So you'll see other agents within the network. As you can see here, learning quite a bit within Remax University. So again, if you've got that competitiveness in you, you'll also see that point system there on the homepage. And that's an overview of Remax University. Again, feel free, navigate through this. You'll find a lot of great content here. And a lot of this content is being updated quite frequently as well. So next, Leadstreet. So again, through Max Center on apps here on the left-hand side, we're going to click on Leadstreet. Now I'm already here because again, I'm not an agent. I do have to go through another profile here. But if this is your first time accessing Leadstreet, this is the page you're going to be brought to. This is the onboarding page. Again, Leadstreet is a CRM program that is accessible, that is for you because you are a Remax agent. This is a customer relationship management program to manage your leads, to manage your contacts. And, a lot of you have other lead generating platforms, multiple of them. This is a way to have all of those leads fed into one portal to make it organized for you and much easier, of course, to navigate through those. Another portion is just like Max Center, that is your profile on the Remax referral network. Now, Leadstreet is your profile on remax.ca. So if you were to go on remax.ca, if a consumer were to go here to look for an agent and find an agent search, the profiles that are displayed here, the information is coming from your Leadstreet account. So even more important that you have your Leadstreet account set up so that you're putting your best foot forward and you're visible on remax.ca for consumers, for potential clients to see. So again, this is the home screen. If you've never logged into Leadstreet, this is where you're going to be brought to. One very important part here is your MLS ID. So this is how you connect your listings. So if you have an active listing, grab one of those active listings, the MLS ID from it, place it in here, and that will connect your account to start to feed in your current active listings and your future active and your future listings as well into Leadstreet. So that is the first important step. If you don't have any active listings yet, you don't have to worry about filling this in quite yet, but you still want to make sure you set up your profile, which I'm going to show you now. So again, if you have an active listing, perfect, put that there. If not, you can just click next. First, it's going to confirm your information. Looks like we found you. Here are the listing sources if you did put in an MLS ID, and of course your office information as well. We're going to click next. And next is your profile setup. So again, this is your profile on remax.ca. You want to make sure this is filled in, right? Your about me, put some personal information, your professional history as well, your photo for those consumers and for potential clients to see about you, right? Once you've got that filled in, click next. And here are your social networks. Put in those URLs if you've got your social media pages set up, because you want to make sure that potential clients and consumers have other ways to connect with you on social media, because they want to see you, right? They want to see who you are as an agent, who you are as a person. So make sure you've got your URLs in there as well. We're going to click next, and that's just the beginning stages of setting up your profile. So we're going to click finish. But something I want to mention, if you did not put an MLS ID at first, and now you're at this screen, if ever you need to go back, it's very, very easy. When you're on this screen, you're going to see at the top that long URL there. Where it says dashboard, all you need to do is replace dashboard with onboarding, click enter, and you will be brought over to that page that we were just at, so you can put your MLS ID in there again. So now this is your home screen. This will be your landing page every time you go into Leadstreet. This is what you're going to be brought to. So first, we want to make sure we finish setting up your profile. So click on edit profile, just right there. And you're going to see more options here. Here you can change your profile picture if ever you need to. But under lead acceptance, make sure this is toggled, right? You want to start to receive leads from your office, so make sure that's yes. Now, homes.com coverage areas, of course, that's for homes.com. This is where you can put up to 5 coverage areas, sort of the best practice. Wherever your office is located, you don't have to put that service area here because you're automatically part of that service area. So you can put 5 different ones here. Next, we've got remax.ca postal codes. Here you can put up to 10. Here, there's 2 different strategies. You can put 10 different FSAs to really widen your search when an FSA code is used. Or if you're really just focused on 2 or 3 areas, you can actually have them in 2x, 3 times, so you can have them duplicated. The reason why you may want to do that as well, if you're only focused on 2 or 3 areas, is when an FSA code is used, if you have it more than once, it basically gives you more weight or more of a chance to receive that lead. So again, have that in there, whichever strategy you want to use. Just again, another way of increasing your chances of receiving those leads. And lastly is skills on this section. If you need to update your specialties, click view and you'll be able to pick a few of those there. And your awards and languages will automatically be populated for you. Next, we've got contact information. Personal contact information, very self-explanatory. Make sure this is accurate. Make sure this is filled in. Again, this is what consumers and potential clients will see on remax.ca. So you want to make sure they're able to contact you. Next, we've got text message settings. Here, what happens is anytime you receive a lead, you will always receive an email. This allows you to also receive a text message, sort of as an extra notification. So if you want that set up, make sure that's toggled yes, and type in the phone number you want to receive those text messages at. And again, any changes you make, always click save so it makes sure it saves in the system there. And the office information, this will automatically be populated, so you don't have to worry about this section here. So that's setting up your profile on Leadstreet. Now I want to talk about setting up your contacts and your listings. Because again, this is a CRM program that will feed all of your other platforms into this one to make it much more organized for you. So we're going to start with the setup first. So this is your menu icon on the top left. Click on that, leads and contacts, and click on setup. Now, as a reminder, again, I know this is a lot. I know we're going through a lot. This is recorded. So if you need to go at your own pace, of course, that recording, you could play and pause whenever you need to. So, this might seem like a lot, but this is meant as an overview to start to introduce you to what you have available. So this is your setup to start to feed in those contacts and those leads. So very important, this lead gator setup. You're going to want to use this email on your other lead generating platforms like realtor.ca, Kijiji, Facebook, etc. When you use this email and you receive a lead from those other platforms, this email will automatically forward that lead and import that lead into Leadstreet. So again, all these different platforms into one, right? So this will make it very, very easy for you. Now, when those contacts come in, you are able to organize them as well. So before I speak about importing and exporting, I want to talk about your contact categories first. So you will have default ones set up in here. Now, if you need to create your own, type in anything here and click save, and now they'll be added within your contact categories. Now, importing, if you've already got something that is organizing your contacts and you want to import them into Leadstreet, so again, you have all of them in one platform, this is how you're going to import it. So you're going to see a CSV file here. You have to download that. So click on that, and I'll show you what this looks like. And Jamie, I see a question here. Where will this recording be posted? Jamie, everyone that has registered will receive a link to the recording, but also it'll be posted on our YouTube page as well, Remax Integra on YouTube. So once Zoom uploads this recording, I will make sure that I hand that out. So this is the CSV file that you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of headers here. So there's only two rules. One rule is, in order for Leadstreet to import this as a contact, is it has to have a first name, last name, and email. Just as long as you have those three, it will be imported into Leadstreet. The second rule is, please do not change the format of this. Please do not delete any headers, just because it may cause a lot of issues. Now, for a contact, if you don't have specific information, just leave it blank. Again, just as long as you have a first name, last name, and email, leave everything else blank if you don't have it. But again, don't change the format of this. Once you've got your contacts in there, you're going to choose the file that you just created and saved, choose a contact category for them to be imported into, and then click import. Now, I know a lot of you are looking at that. A lot of you may have hundreds or thousands of contacts. If you have any issues, again, our support team, I will show you at the end of the session, will be able to support you with importing your contacts as well. So if a lot of you are looking at that and are already getting headaches, don't worry. I will make sure you get the support that you need at the end of the session. Now, lastly, once you've got your contacts imported and your future contacts are being imported into Leadstreet as well, you can now easily export them. So if ever you need, for whatever reason, a generated list of specific contact categories or just all of your contact categories, this will do it for you. So select the category, click export, and again, you're going to have a list generated of those contacts. So if ever you need to, at the end of the year, if you've got categories set up as, 2021 buyers, 2021 sellers, etc., you'll be able to export that however you need to. So now that your contacts are set up and your leads, your lead gator is set up as well, this is what it looks like for your contacts. So top left menu icon, under leads and contact manager, this is what all of your contacts will now be imported into. Think of this sort of as contact cards. It's great because this will show you the history and information of each contact. So for example, let's say I want to click on Harry. I will now see the contact card of Harry, activity timeline. So the history of any properties they inquired about, contact info. I can add more if I need to. I can change the contact category that Harry is in as well. For properties, this is any properties that Harry is favorited on homes.com. By your profile, this is to set up a property alert for your contact. So again, if your contact, wants to be notified of any properties that are on sale that, are specific 3-bedroom, 3-car garage, etc., this is where you can add those specifications and put in how often you want them to be notified. So this is setting up property alerts within your CRM program here. Campaigns, I'm going to briefly touch on campaigns, but through Leadstreet, you have access to drip campaigns. And this is where you can subscribe each of your contacts, but I'll also show you a different way as well. And lastly, notes. If you want to utilize this to leave any notes, personal notes about your contact, as you get to know them more, right? This is only viewable by you. And again, make sure you hit save if ever you're adding any information there. So that's your contact manager. Now, let's see our listings. So on the top left, under listings, click listing manager. Now, this is what your listings will look like. Again, all of these other platforms are feeding into here to make it organized for you and simple to get access to all of them. So if you need to see a specific listing, just click on the photo there. And here you're going to see the listing information, listing photos as well, all of this being pulled over from the MLS. But what's great with this section is under more options, you can actually generate a home seller report. So a home seller report will be generated for you by the system. But what's great is it will also have your signature and personal contact information attached to the home seller report, so that when you send it, again, it adds that personal touch to it, because at the end of the day, it is your contact, right? So we want to make sure it still has and displays your information there. So you've got this home seller report that you can generate if ever you need to. So those are your contacts. Those are your listings being fed into Leadstreet. That is the bulk of your CRM program, but super important, if ever you need to, you have campaigns to access here as well. So under email marketing, I'm going to highlight 2 parts here, campaigns and monthly newsletter. Drip campaigns, a simple way to stay connected with your clients on a consistent basis. All of this is automatically generated for you, all of the content, it being sent out. All you have to do is subscribe your contacts so that they start to receive these. And again, it will include your contact information at the end and at the bottom of all of these campaigns and newsletters, just to add that personal touch that it's coming from you, right? So if you want to see what these campaigns look like, you'll have about 4 pages of them. They'll have these campaign names. And if you want to see what they look like, click view. And you'll see each email that's going to be sent out within this campaign. So just click on each one if you want to see the content in them. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see the schedule of this being sent out. Now, the first one is usually blank because that means it's going to be sent out the moment you subscribe your contact. And then you're going to see how often they're going to be receiving these emails, again, on a consistent basis, which is the important part. Now, for those of you who want to edit, you can. Again, this is automatically generated for you to make it easy to just subscribe and have this sent out automatically. But if you want to take the content, add your own content, add your own photos, etc., you are free to do so. So instead of clicking view, click edit, and that will allow you to edit each of these emails that are sent out. And lastly, monthly newsletter, same idea, created by the Remax team. Monthly newsletter is sent out usually at the first week of every month. And again, if you need to make any edits, you can do that here as well. But I want to speak about these toggles at the top. Send notification for newsletter means you will receive an email when a newsletter is ready for distribution and ready for review. That's if you want to see what it looks like, but also if you want to add your own content before this gets sent out. The next one is send automatically. Obviously, that will send it now automatically to all of your contacts that are subscribed. Automatically enroll all new leads. If you have this toggled, anytime a new lead and contact gets imported into Leadstreet, they will automatically start to receive these newsletters. And the add recent activity near you, if you've got that toggled, I'll show you what it looks like. But at the bottom of all of these newsletters, this will be different for every client based on their location, but they're also going to see listings near their house. So it's a great newsletter that's automatically generated for you. Again, all the information is here for you already. If you need to make any edits, this is where you can do that. If you want to edit and add any of your photos, this is where you can do that as well. And make sure you hit save changes there so that when it gets sent out, it has all the things that you've added in there. And at the bottom here, you can also see easy way to subscribe your contacts. If you want to select all of them, click select all, and then click select all so-and-so contacts. Just right there. Because if you just do select all, it will just do the page, but you'll probably have multiple pages there. So you want to make sure you're selecting your entire database. Or if you need to select just a few, you can do that just by clicking on the check boxes there. And that's Leadstreet. Again, just an overview, bare minimum, have your profile set up so that it's visible on remax.ca. And if you want to start to take advantage of this platform to start to organize all of your leads coming from different platforms, this is here for you to use. Next, Design Center. Now, lastly, that's the last profile we want to make sure we have set up. So I'm going to click on Apps on Mac Center again and click on Design Center. Again, I don't see any questions in the Q&A box on Zoom, so I will continue to move forward. And this is your homepage of Design Center. Now, Design Center is a portal to help create beautiful branded marketing packages for your listings automatically. Think of Design Center as your own personal marketing specialist. The work that it makes and creates is high quality, super professional looking, and ready for you to use and distribute within minutes. Now, today is about setting up your profile. At the end of the session and in my follow-up email, we do have a part 2 quick start on the marketing tools available to you. And that dives deeper into Design Center and our other marketing tools. Now, to set up your profile in Design Center, on the top right, on your name, click Profile. Now, I do want to address a question here. Arlene, does Mac Center Go function the same as the web version? So Mac Center, Arlene, Mac Center Go is basically, it's sort of like a social media tool for Mac Center. Now, you'll have more options in Mac Center because this is where you can access all of your apps, where Mac Center Go is really blogs, articles, and announcements that are being posted. But if you need to access your apps, you will have to access Mac Center. Now, if you're talking about here, you can actually access Mac Center Go. This is a web version of the mobile version. But if you need to access your apps, you will still have to go to Mac Center. So Design Center, to set up your profile, very self-explanatory, not a lot of information to fill out here. But the reason why this is important is because, again, a lot of Design Center is automated. So it's creating these marketing packages automatically for you. And it's using your profile, whatever you have here, Again, make sure you have a headshot as well, and importing this into those projects. And I'll give you an idea of what they look like. I've got a slide here of a few examples, but these are a few examples of marketing materials that Design Center has created. You'll see a social media post on the right-hand side. That's an example of a flyer that was automatically created for me in Design Center. And that bottom left there is an example of actually a website. So Design Center can actually create a single property website for your listings. And a lot of this, believe it or not, if you've never used this tool, a lot of this is done within 5 to 10 minutes. So again, you get these beautiful branded marketing packages created for you to save you time and money if you need to start to showcase and market your listings. So those are just really a few examples of what it can do for you. At the bare minimum, have your profile set up. In order for your listings to feed into Design Center to create these marketing packages, you have to have your Leadstreet set up. Just as long as your listings are being fed into Leadstreet, Leadstreet will feed those same listings into Design Center to create these packages for you. So again, at the bare minimum, have that profile set up. Another aspect of Design Center is Design Center automation. Again, we will go more in detail in our Quick Start Part 2 marketing edition for this. But basically what happens is, without even going into Design Center, just as long as you have your profile set up, you can actually start to receive these emails. You'll start to receive these emails for 3 different events for each listing. Just as long as, again, you've got your Leadstreet and Design Center set up, you're going to receive an email just like this. This is an example of one of them here. For a listing when it goes for sale, if it goes through a price reduction, and if it goes through an open house, you'll receive this email automatically with marketing material already ready to publish and distribute, so you can start to market it as well. So again, this is all automated, and we will go more into detail with our Part 2 Quick Start. And lastly, again, I want to make sure you know where to go for support. So Remax Integra support on Max Enter, you can click on maxhelpsyou.com, or you can just type in your browser maxhelpsyou.com and it will bring you to this page. This is our Remax Integra support page. This is where you can access the Ontario Atlantic knowledge base, where you have access to best practice articles and FAQs. And at the top, you can actually submit a request. So that is how you open up a ticket if you have any questions or concerns with any of the technology or tools, to contact the support team member. Now, the easiest way that I find is if you can just email. You can email support@remaxintegra.com to start a ticket and to open up a ticket and start a conversation with one of our support team members. I always rave about our Remax Integra support team. They consist of 5 full-time employees that work exclusively for Remax. Their turnaround time within business hours is usually between 20 to 30 minutes, which is amazing. You know, a lot of technology companies are about 3 to 5 business days. So here at Remax, we want to make sure you get the support that you need as fast as possible. So again, that is where you're going to go for any of your support needs. I'm also going to be sending out a PDF version of these slides for you to access as well. And lastly, the blog.bestagent.ca. Now, this is the Ontario Atlantic blog for Remax Integra. Very, very useful on the Remax resource guide section. Think of that as sort of your one-stop shop to access almost everything that you need. You'll see that there's different categories and it will link you to different spots. If there's ever something you've forgotten where to go for, it will most likely be here. You also get a PDF version of the website as well, which is amazing. For those of you who have seen our new marketing campaign, you know, you do have an agent toolkit to start to market that as well on your profiles, on your social media. This is where you have access to all of those as well. So this is a great blog to go through. Again, if ever you've forgotten where to go for something, you'll most likely find it here. And lastly, this is my contact information. That's my email, my social media. If you want to add me, I would love to have you added on social media to start to see your content, start to get to know you, who you are as a person and who you are as an agent as well. And I've made it very easy. If you know how to use a QR code, you can open up your camera app on your phone and scan that QR code. My virtual business card will open up, and that's how you can also save my contact information on your mobile device as well, just to make it much easier. Again, thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure. I will be sending out the recording as soon as it is available on Zoom, but thanks for taking the time. And again, in my follow-up email, we do have our Quick Start Part 2 Marketing Edition. If you want to learn about the marketing tools to really start to help showcase your value proposition as a RE/MAX agent, but to also see what you can do for your clients with these amazing marketing tools. So look forward to that. Register for that. Again, I'll make sure I include that in my follow-up email as well to register. But it was such a pleasure. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the questions that I received today. And I look forward to seeing you in our Quick Start Part 2 Marketing Edition. Thank you, everyone. And have yourself a great rest of your day and great rest of your week. Thank you so much.